Hey, it's Josh Rossi with Electric Folio. In this video, I want to show you some of the layout options and looks that are possible with Electric. So to start off, you're going to go to Launchpad and then edit your portfolio. And if you don't have a gallery, you can create a new one. But I'm just going to go to an existing gallery right here and just click Layouts. So you can pick from one of these three layout engines. Now, these layout engines, as opposed to like templates, allow you to get a ton of looks within each one of them. So let me show you. If I click on the masonry right here and I go to adjust, first of all, you can see over here, these are three different types of masonry looks you can have. Right now I'm on aligned, meaning that the horizontal lines are aligned. Now if I switch to the portrait mode, now the vertical lines are aligned. So those are a couple different looks. Then there's a landscape look, which is pretty cool. Let me show you what this does. Basically this is, if I go to 2 rows, this is a side scroll masonry, and you can even make this, if you go to 1 row, you can even make this like a scrolling slideshow, which is pretty fun. So those are some of the looks you can do. Now those are just the different masonry looks. Now let me explain. Let me go back to aligned right here. Now let me explain this, fixed and dynamic. Now this has to do with when somebody is shrinking a browser, or just the browser is smaller in general. So if you're on dynamic, this basically means that the images are going to stay the same, or there's going to still be the same amount of rows no matter how small or big the browser gets. So you can see here there's 5 rows. It's always going to stay 5 rows. Now if you go to fixed, what's going to happen is as the browser shrinks, the images stay the same size, just like that, see? So it really just depends on the look that you are going for. And then once you pick, you know, the looks you want, you can mess around with like the margins, image spacing, all this stuff right here. So you can mess around with that. I'll let you have fun. Now the next thing, let's go to the next layout, which would be grid. So same thing here. If I go to adjust, you can see there's a portrait mode, which just makes images longer, then landscape mode, and then the square mode. And then you can obviously, you know, mess around with this, and it's the same thing with dynamic and fixed. So very simple there. Now with with slideshow being the last one, if you go to adjust, you can shrink the size right here of the slideshow, which is pretty cool. And then if you go to 10, right here, it's going to make it a full screen slideshow, and you can actually click the crop icon here to crop each image however you like it. So there are some of the adjustments. It's very simple. It literally takes 2 seconds to get those looks, and that's for desktop. Now if you want to go with mobile, it's even more simple because we have these mobile layouts that are completely separate from desktop, and you can pick your individual look based on, you know, whatever you're going for. So you can do like a masonry, you can do full width, you can do circles on any one of those galleries. So there you go. That is how you get some of those cool looks and how you adjust your layouts.